Hello, Midwest Speedfest. My name is TurtleRun2412, and this is my submission for Moth Planet Any Percent. The estimate is about 15 minutes long, and for those 15 minutes, I'm going to do this run as a bit. There's a joke that we're doing the entire run. It's going to be great. This game, the story is that you're a moth that does news. You're a news moth for the Moth Planet. That's the newspaper. So Robin has a camera on their butt that they can use to take pictures and do interviews with people like Karina here. We won't be doing many of those because it's at any percent. We're just kind of blitzing through. But, you know, it's still fun, and I'm going to be doing a shtick where I am an old-timey news reporter, say, throughout the entire thing, and going to be treating it like it's like a live news broadcast. It's fun. I very much enjoy this bit. If this doesn't get accepted, I'll wear a hat with a little press tag in the brim. I'll have like either a camera or like a notepad and paper in my hand that I can use when I'm not, on the keyboard. And yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So without further ado, let's get into what the run will actually look like. Good evening, ladybugs and gentle moths. My name is TurtleRun, your host for this news broadcast brought to you by the Moth Planet. There is a big scoop in store for us today because the land of Lycosina has been reporting several mysterious anomalies throughout the world, in the city, in the forest, and in the caves. You can see one here, but that's a sneak preview for later, because our lovely intrepid reporter Robin will have to go to all of these locations, take pictures of all of the anomalies, and interview some moths along the way to find out the truth of what's happening in the land of Lycosina. We'll send it over to our newscaster Robin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I almost forgot to hit start. But yes, indeed, this is Robin, our fantabulous newscaster with a dedication to beautiful journalism. They will take interviews with the camera strapped to their butt just like that. However, this is an any percent news story, and as such, we will only be getting the biggest scoops. Sorry to all you small fry who aren't going to be interviewed. But yes, as you can see, Robin takes pictures with their butt, and the flash on Robin's camera can also light up these news beacons, because the news will always bring the truth to light. So lighting up those news beacons opens up some paths forward in the land to let Robin find, yes, more news. Keep an eye out then for those news beacons, dear viewers. As we talk about the rest of Robin's move kit, Robin has very high acceleration, as you can see. And Robin is also a bouncy moth. If Robin hits any surface, they will bounce off very rapidly, which can make Robin incredibly hard to control, but incredibly fun if you are going as fast as Robin is here through the maze. Robin also has 3 forms of jump, 1 medium, 1 small, and 1 high jump, which all have their uses throughout the run. As we make our way here into the city of Lycosia, where we have a big skip coming up. And we hit it! Look at that! The mayor was trying to keep us out of the town square, so we will not get to see the well anomaly. But Robin finds their way in by just being faster than the gate, and we get our first anomaly! Ta-da! Which means our next objective is in the forest. And Robin will head there now, but don't beware, dear viewers. The forest is full of a bunch of dangerous spikes and other traps. Oh dear! Will Robin be able to survive this deadly area? Especially when it's named the hunting grounds. How ominous! Look at this plant! It's going to try, if it sees Robin, to eat them! Gasp! What a perverse reflection of normal nature, where the plants are now eating the moths! But Robin can escape unharmed, as we see here, and continue their news quest. But if Robin does die, which hopefully we won't see very much, they do have, well, there we see it! Jinx! I'm so sorry, Robin! But Robin does have the power of the void to respawn! Yes, indeed. What a convenient power for a journalist investigating such dangerous situations as this. If you would like to see how Robin got that power, you can, with a one-time subscription to Moth Planet on Steam. Robin conducts an interview with the Void, who is so impressed by their journalistic integrity that they grant them this amazing power to investigate the truth, which they were going to do anyways as a premier news reporter. And they'll do with lighting up that news beacon in the refuge, and now make their way into the deep woods. If you've played The Legend of Zelda, you may recognize this area, but Robin does too, as a matter of fact, because they wrote the Nintendo Power article on this area all those years ago. Wow! Who would have thought that would come back to help them in this news journey so much later on? The deep woods now takes them on a secret path, which is a shortcut to the underground lake. Our first part of a section called The Caves, which introduces to us even more danger. Oh no! Like you can see these big spikes with bigger hurt boxes, which will kill Robin, but also the mushrooms that you saw pass earlier. They are emitting poison, which will kill Robin on contact, as you can see right there. But the mushrooms are on a cycle, so they will not be emitting poison at all times, and Robin can use that to slip right on through, just like that. And you can see also the moths down here who have been infected by the mushrooms now emit the same poison themselves, and their corrupted brains have been altered and forced to try and distribute the poison. They will, if they see a healthy moth like Robin, charge straight at them. Oh dear! So Robin must avoid eye contact with these poison moths, which unfortunately does mean no interviews. But if they're looking away, Robin can often sneak right on past and make their way to the news beacon. And down here, our next anomaly, as we can see, but Robin is ignoring it. Gasp! Is this journalistic malpractice? Don't fear, dear viewer, it is not, because Robin will backtrack here later. They just need, before that, another news beacon in order to light up the path forwards. So while we are not getting the anomaly now, we will see it again very, very soon. As Robin makes their way down here, the jumpscare moth didn't even show itself. Wow, how fast is Robin even going? As they make their way into the crumbling caves, bringing yet another danger into this news journey, as the caves will try and crush Robin to death. But Robin persists nonetheless. Nothing will stop them from getting the news, not even a jump scare moth! And another jump scare moth! Oh dear! But once the caves crumble, a path is revealed to find the rest of the glorious news. And with the power of the void, Robin, please do the thing. A shortcut! Ta-da, just like that, Robin slips right on through with their invincibility frames after the voids respawn. But now, a word from our sponsor. Thank you, Tetris, for sponsoring this segment of the news. And after that, Robin makes their way into another maze, this one full of gasp jump scare moths that Robin can definitely navigate over to line up this news beacon at the end of the maze. From here, we'll be making our way back to that anomaly we saw earlier, which if you paid attention keenly, dear viewer, you might have noticed that that anomaly was a statue of a strange creature with 8 legs. I am not sure what that could be, because moths do not have 8 legs. Moths only have 6. What strange creature could this statue be about? I wonder, and Robin wonders too. We'll get a closer look here in just a sec at this, our second anomaly. But past that, we have a dimensional rift, which will take us to death. We'll talk about why that is later, but a dimensional rift that will take us to a spooky dooky mansion filled with cobwebs and death traps. Oh dear, this is a very dangerous area. Whoever lives in this mansion really wants to hide the truth, but with a dedicated news reporter like Robin, the truth will always come to light. Yep. Oh, the staircase, it's fine! Robin navigates it with aplomb! And now makes her way to the most fun room in the game, where if you do it perfectly, you just never touch the cobwebs. But the traps and defenses of this mansion are getting ever more deadly, and Robin must continue to avoid them all, and must even take the fight back to them. As we see the premier defenses of the mansion, these eyeball sentries. They will shoot lasers at Robin if they see them, which, you know, will kill Robin. Also, contacting them will also kill Robin. However, the eyeballs are weak to the power of light. They cannot hide from the light, and Robin's flash on their camera brings much light to the world and defeats those eyeballs to lead the way to the next mega news beacon. But if you remember, I said that there were 3 anomalies that Robin must find. And this is how we get to the forest anomaly. We take a dimensional rift right back to the forest in order to get straight there. Look at that! It's a giant cocoon! I wonder what sort of giant creature could come from such a giant cocoon. Foreshadowing is a narrative device! Yes! But in the meantime, this section does have a little bit of backtracking through the mansion, and it would be a great time for a read from one of our sponsors! I'll ban that bot once I'm done with this run. I promise. Oh, come on. Thank you for that word from our sponsors. Now, back to the action with Robin. As you've seen, this mansion is starting to deteriorate and leaking into the void. And you know what they say, when you gaze into the void murders you to death. Oh dear. So Robin must avoid gazing into the void for too long if they would like to keep their life on this news quest into the next eyeball sentry fight. Oh boy, this one is quite difficult, especially with Robin's camera, because Robin does not take shots willy-nilly. No, they make sure every shot is planned out in order to get the perfect headline photo, which means that if they fire off their camera, it takes a little delay before actually coming out. Robin can't be reactionary. They have to plan their shots ahead of time if they want to get the best photos and to defeat these enemies and light up the final mega news beacon. That leads them to the truth at the end of this spooky dooky mansion, which is, in fact, a boss fight. It turns out the former queen of Lycosia is back and trying to use the power of the void to resurrect herself to fulfill her evil plans. Oh dear! But Robin will try and at least interview them to find out what those evil plans are, if not stop them themselves. And so we make our way through this hallway full of spooky dead moths to our final boss fight! Ah!
Warning, the following boss fight contains arachnophobia. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yes, indeed it does. And as Robin interviews themselves, which you can see in the full game, we get into our final boss fight against the Queen, who does not want to be interviewed. She does not like the news, and will attempt to kill our beloved newscaster, Robin. So Robin must make their way through 4 different areas that the Queen will teleport them to, and defeat their eyeball laser sentries each time. If Robin does take a death, they will have to do that same phase again, but not the rest of the phases, conveniently enough. And so we are now done through phase 3 and getting into phase 4. Time is almost coming up here, everyone. So long as Robin, can survive, which is easier said than done. So Robin must manage to clear out these 2 eyeballs here without taking a fireball shot or a spiky spike. And that is time! Thank you, Robin, for that amazing scoop! Give it up for our best newscaster, Robin, for braving the dangers of the world and finding the queen and defeating her evil reign! That is all for this broadcast, though, everyone. If you would like to see more, you can tune in at twitch.tv/TurtleRun2412. In the meantime, thank you for watching and enjoy.
This program has been brought to you by the following: Midwest Speedfest, VGMCon, Mudkip Warrior, The Leech One, and viewers like you. Thank you for watching.
All right, ban this stupid bot. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. All right. That was good. That was almost a PB there. Holy crap. Again, with commentary. It's good that I'm able to do that and, not lose focus. That is pretty important for a speed run.